Hi, welcome to Researching the Future. I'm Kendra Pomerantz, and I'm studying environment and economics at McGill University. Today, we're researching the future of sustainability. We're going to be speaking to people working on various aspects of environmental, social, and economic sustainability. But first, let's start with the low-hanging fruit. Something easy that anyone can do that makes a big difference. Composting. Hey, Mom.
Hey, sweetie.
You ready to talk about composting?
Sure.
All right. What do you need in the fridge?
Grab me a couple of carrots, please.
So, you have been composting for my entire life.
Yeah, over 20 years.
And what made you first start composting?
Well, it was when we got our first house and we finally had a backyard.
Mm-hmm.
We generate a lot of fruits and vegetables, or we eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, so we had a lot of, probably over 50% of our garbage was waste from fruits and vegetables, and I thought, I don't like putting all that garbage out onto the street. Let's put it into the composter so then I can use it in my gardens.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, the average Montreal house, about half of their garbage could be composted. So, what kind of stuff do you put in the compost?
Well, like today, I'm making some dinner. I'll have my leftovers. I'm going to peel the carrots. I would have peels from carrots. When I chop up my fruits, I have the rinds, the peels, the greens from it. I don't know. Do you want me to show you what I collect?
Let's take a look.
Here's one. I put it into a Ziploc because now that it's just Dad and I find it, I like to seal it up so it doesn't smell at all. And there's a tea bag. I've got some cantaloupe rind, some celery. What else is this? Coffee grains. I've got some carrots that didn't look too good. Orange peels. You name it. There's some cilantro that was cleaned off. So whatever I can generate, that's what goes into it.
And what about paper products?
Sure, that all goes in. Kleenex, or if I wipe up a spill, I don't use paper towels, but I'll grab like maybe some toilet paper and I'll wipe something up. That goes in there too, because it all disappears by the end of, after a few months.
Well, actually, the average Montreal household's waste is about 50% compostable and another 40% recyclable. This means that only about 10% needs to be going to the landfill. When we put compostable material into the landfill, it breaks down without oxygen, which means that it releases large amounts of greenhouse gases as well as toxic liquids, and can take over 100 years to decompose. When we put these same things into the compost, they break down with oxygen, which means there's far less greenhouse gases released, no toxic liquids, and they can be ready to go on the garden in just a couple of months.
Yeah, so I bring about 3 bags a week to the composter.
Great, and are you layering that with leaves?
I have a bag of leaves beside. I throw a handful or 2 over just to cover it up a bit.
And are you mixing that at all?
A couple of times through the summer, I'll use a pitchfork and just mix it up a little bit.
And how about in the winter?
I compost all year round.
Yeah, because actually the first few inches will freeze in the winter, but the microbes inside will keep it warm and composting all throughout the year.
Yeah, and then in the late spring, I dig in and I've got gorgeous compost to put on the garden.